What's up, my party people? It's your boy Darshaun Smith back again for another video. And yeah, we're just gonna roll the intro and get straight into it, okay? Don't be afraid to change, okay? Let's do this. Woo! All right. Yeah, that was fast. Okay. I used a short intro today. I'm testing it out, using my brother's advice on, using a shorter intro and going back to the OG, with some copyright free music this time. You're not getting me no more. I'm keeping all my money. But yeah, I say all that to say that, yeah, I'm trying to lead by example, be the change you want to see in the world. But that involves you not being afraid of the change in the first place. And I am afraid of the change, okay? I'm a normal human being like yourself, person who's watching this, but the difference between me and some of y'all, because I understand the people who are watching this are high level individuals, and they also fall in line with, not being what I'm about to say, but some of y'all are afraid of this change. Okay. So that's why we're going to talk about it today. And yeah, with all that being said, we're going to start the podcast how we normally do it. Yeah, hello, how you doing? Good morning. It's your boy Darshaun Smith, your man, your homie, Big D, stay positivo, man, whatever you want to say. But yeah, over this last week I've just been good. I've just been really good indeed. So much so that I changed something, okay? And I think I've been better just because of that change, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about just a change to my podcast and how I edit these videos or how I deliver it or how I speak or whatever it may be, but also thinking about the change in, my coursework, how I choose to write these papers when I read articles, or, marching band, realizing that maybe to be a great band, we need to change. And it's funny. I know some of the marching band people watch this and you're like, Darshaun, what are you talking about? This last week sucked. And I agree, it did. But at the same time, I don't know. It could have been worse. And it was a change. You know what I'm saying? We were pretty resistant at first. I can confidently tell you, me included, to the point where one had a real low moment. And then after that, the next day, it was just better, to so much so that, it was noticed at a leadership higher up, director level. So nevertheless, don't be afraid of the change, y'all. Let's just get this bread, okay? That could be the end of the video right there. 2 minutes and we out. Woo! I'm just joking. I got more to say. But yeah, no, I guess I could talk about why, why one needs to not be afraid of the change. Okay, I talked about the personal reason of why, of us being afraid of the change. But what are possible implications? Why is it important? What can you gain from it? These are all things I plan to cover in the next 7 minutes or so. So sit back, grab yourself a drink. Got that Arizona iced tea today. It's not too ice and it's actually sweet tea. So don't get it twisted too. I got that water. I know I haven't said it in a couple episodes, but make sure you're drinking that water. Make sure you're hydrating and just make sure you're taking care of yourself, because this is called Don't Be Afraid of Your Change, okay? Or don't be afraid of the change. And a lot of people, myself included, need to prioritize that a little bit more, okay? When my hair is falling out and I don't think I have enough time because I do too many things or whatever, something needs to change, okay? Some people like myself, as I say, mama ain't raised no quitter, you know what I'm saying? But there's nothing wrong with, just prioritizing like what you're good at, what you're actually trying to do in life or what have you, this or that. And I think like that's a large barrier I need to overcome, but also I see a lot of other people, whether it be, just not leaving a relationship because, it's just been the thing for, multiple years. Like, hey, just because it's a thing doesn't mean it's working. Don't be afraid of that change. Okay. I hope you're not playing like a drinking game with the phrase, don't be afraid of the change. Okay. I'm putting that on the t-shirt. Okay. Well, let's go band, but let's get loud, but man, don't be afraid of the change. Okay. But it also goes to, the political sphere, and the types of environments we find ourselves in, both in a personal level and a informal, just talking to a stranger walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? The conversations one may have may indicate to yourself that maybe your thoughts are pretty controversial, or maybe your thoughts are pretty in line. I'm not saying that like you need to assimilate or you just need to do everything in your power to stick out, but I'm just saying, I don't know, maybe if your life isn't going great, don't be afraid of the change something. Okay. And yeah, I say all that to say that change is important because, whether it's, like I said, whether it's political, whether it's personal, whether it's about your personal, business life or relationships, whatever you want to say, this or that. Change is important because if you just stay the same forever, there's no growth, there's no development, there's no progression, there's no purpose, there's no bigger picture, you know what I'm saying? As I say, at least how I view the world, you came from my perspective. So how I view the world, constant progression is better than perfection, okay? And that's not to say like I'm God sent over here. I'm one of the disciples giving you the gospel. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to show you my perspective. And from what I've seen, if you don't change, you're gonna go to jail, okay? If you don't change, you might just get shot, okay? If you don't change or seek some change, you're gonna end up in some situations in which you stand to lose the most, okay? Or you stand to lose a lot because, with great risk comes great reward. But at the same time, there's this thing called mitigating the risk, and just being smart about both your investments in people, but also like stocks, for example. So you're like, whoa, Darshaun, like that just took like a mega change, but like I said, don't be afraid of the change, okay? I hope you're seeing through. I hope you're seeing through to what I'm saying here, okay? I'm saying that change is important because it is what makes the next big thing. Change is important because it is what changes your current circumstances in life. Change is important because it is what literally levels you up to get to where you want to go. So all I'm saying by that last point especially is if you keep doing the same thing and it's not working, don't be afraid of that change. Doing the same thing again and again and again when you know it's not working is literally the definition of insanity. Football team. Okay, now I must say, the football team, they must have changed something. We changed our opponents. Okay, we got an easy one, and then we out here, we won the game. Okay, I think it was like 33, 13, something like that. Wow, I was scored many touchdowns. I hope this was a confident booster, or confidence booster for them, because they're gonna need it. Okay, I'm trying to go to a bowl game, but hey, I'm not afraid of the change, if we don't, okay? The streak can end, okay? The streak can end and I'll be fine with that. That'd give me more time to do my thesis. That'd give me more time to like live my life, maybe go hang out with a friend, maybe just go home and see my mama. So, I say all that to say, don't be afraid of the change, okay? I could keep going, but I think I'm just preaching to the choir now. I'm beating a dead horse, okay? I'm just talking to people who are already in the loop about the change, okay? Because that's the difference, it's there's knowing that you need to change, knowing you need to change and what you need to change, and then there's all of the previous two, but actually doing it. So let me stop talking about it and actually go execute on my final statement here. So with all that being said, thanks for watching today's episode. This one's pretty short, about 8 minutes as of what I'm saying right now. It'll probably be about 9.5 when I'm done fully. But yeah, man, just get this bread, live your best life, and don't be afraid of the change, okay? Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to shoot your shot, okay? Because what do you have to lose in this world, okay? The worst thing that happens is you get a no, okay? The worst thing that happens is maybe you're sad for a day. Worst things that happens is, I got the experience, but better luck next time. And that's that key, better luck next time. So with all that being said, peace out. Make sure you like, subscribe, unsubscribe, hate, comment, follow, unfollow, share, report, do something. I don't know. Anything at all. Put a chicken in the comments. I don't know. So yeah, get the bread. Stay positive. We lit. Gang, gang. We out. Going after new goals. Brr, woo. That's all I got. Goodbye.